Hi, I'm Terry with twohubs.com, and behind me here is the Dedacciai Temerario road bike here, which is a truly unique road bike here, as you can certainly tell. So why don't you hang out with me for a few minutes so we can get into all the very interesting details of what will actually lead you to a very surprising conclusion. So obviously we must first begin with obviously first impressions. Do not be deceived by the Temerario. It is big, it is bulky, it is asymmetrical, but guess what? The Millennium Falcon was as well. That was one of the biggest ships in the galaxy, right? But were X-Wings and TIE Fighters kind of handing it its butt? No. That was the king ship of the galaxy, right? Well, the Dedacciai Temerario kind of accomplishes the same. It's a very nimble bike, and it hauls, it accelerates. And I think the way that they're able to accomplish this is through a very advanced, if you will, manufacturing process. They're not using as much material as you would think, and it's not going to beat you up on the road as much as you would think either, because of these, if you will, these titanium seat stays that are integrated here into the frame. So think Millennium Falcon. So now I'd like to get into Dedacciai's thinking here in this design process. Function definitely took a front seat here. They took each segment of the bike and worked on optimizing performance. I'm going to jump straight here to the down tube. You'll find that it looks massive and bulky and must be must transmit a lot of vibration from the front end of the bike. It's not the case. This what I call the ski jump section dramatically increases the surface area of the front end, which really helps dissipate vibrations and really takes the edge off in front impacts. And moving down here to the chain stays, which look massive and heavy, while they are very stiff, they help, if you will, transmit power to the rear wheel, they are a lot lighter than you think, because they are using, as they say here on the top tube, the highest modulating carbon fiber. But very thin walls, so they're not having to use as much carbon fiber to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish. To complement this, and for the sake of the rider, they're using a titanium seat stay that's bonded in the frame. That's to give it a little bit of spring in the back, so you're not getting your butt kicked on this bike, which is designed to accelerate. So definitely, I think, a very necessary, if you will, an asset here in this frame is these titanium stays, and makes it, I think, a joy to ride, because you can ride it all day long thanks to those. The top tube here of the bike, massive box section all the way forward. I think they did this here to help you with out of the saddle acceleration when you're really wrenching on the handlebars, and also climbing when you're pulling that handlebar into you as you're seated and putting in a lot of power. The front fork, the fork is very bulky. A lot of surface area here, very stiff, and a joy to ride. So with that said, the form took a second seat to the function here. However, just looking at the bike as a whole after it's built, it is a new and refreshing look as far as I'm concerned. And now the question of the hour: is Dedacciai's Temerario frame for you? Well, this is a $3,400 frame set that is going to deliver performance on par with other Italian manufacturers' top-end or flagship bikes. It'll in some cases out-accelerate them, and in most cases it'll basically outclass them on descents. With that said, it is actually made in Italy, so another good selling point there on this frame that I certainly do appreciate. And that price point, I think, of $3,400 leaves you room to, say, invest in a nice wheel set before you even get to that price point of its other competitors that are out of Italy. So if you can get past the looks initially, I certainly have no problem doing that. I think it's such a new and refreshing look. I really appreciate this bike, and I certainly enjoy riding it, and I feel you will too. Well, thank you for visiting. I hope you enjoyed our review of the Dedacciai Temerario. If you have any questions about Dedacciai bikes or the Temerario here specifically, you know how to contact us at twohubs. That's info@twohubs.com. Other than that, make sure you enjoy the ride. We'll see you on the road.